What's up, everyone? It's your boy here, Newbie, coming at you. Can you imagine? Hi, I'm new here. Welcome to my Pokemon channel. Today I'm going to open up something that I technically haven't opened before. A Paradox Rift 3-pack blister with Arctibax. So it says, uncover the anomalies of Area 0. Dive into the clouds and explore a land that appears to be unbound by time. With ferocious attacks, ancient Pokemon like Roaring Moon EX and Sandy Shocks EX appear alongside artificial future Pokemon like Iron Valiant EX and Iron Hands EX. Meanwhile, Garchomp EX, Mewtwo EX, and others terrestrialize to gain new types as Armarouge EX, Goldango EX, and more Pokemon EX join the fray. Adventure awaits as timelines collide. So this art of Roaring Moon is actually the pack art, but widescreen. It's cool. And because this is only 3 packs, we'll also finish up opening our case of Paldean Fates mini tins with one more mini tin of Mousehold on the art. Now, I was looking at this earlier. So the parents of Mousehold wear a pants and a shirt. The children are naked. But then, who are these 4 mice up at the top? Are they 2 pairs of Tandemos? I haven't looked at Tandemos closely enough to see if they're wearing pants and shirts. So let's open all this up and see what we get. So first of all, for the 3-pack blister, here is the code card. Here is the Cosmos Hollow Arctibax Black Star promo. Can't immediately see a swirly on it. Arctibax evolves from Frigibax. It's an ice fin Pokemon. Arctibax freezes the air around it, protecting its face with an ice mask and turning its dorsal fin into a blade of ice. Cool little Sub-Zero type Pokemon. And from the mini tin, here is the card for Mousehold. It says Mousehold is a family Pokemon. The 2 little ones just appeared one day. The group might be a family of related Pokemon, but nobody knows for sure. And then a sticker. So let's start with a pack of Paradox Rift with Iron Valiant on the art. Future Paradox version of Gallade, I believe. Code card. Metal Energy. Pansear, a high temp Pokemon. This Pokemon lives in caves and volcanoes. The fire within the tuft on its head can reach 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Wiglet, a garden eel Pokemon. This Pokemon can pick up the scent of a Veluza just over 65 feet away and will hide itself in the sand. Gligar, a fly scorpion Pokemon. It flies straight at its target's face, then clamps down on the startled victim to inject poison. Blipbug, a larva Pokemon. Often found in gardens, this Pokemon has hairs on its body that it uses to assess its surroundings. Dondozo, a big catfish Pokemon. This Pokemon is a glutton, but it's bad at getting food. It teams up with Tatsugiri to catch prey. I think that might be the first time I've read a Pokédex entry that kind of officially names them as partners like that. Tulip, a trainer supporter. Veluza, a Jettison Pokemon. When Veluza discards unnecessary flesh, its mind becomes honed and its psychic power increases. The spare flesh has a mild but delicious flavor. Orthworm, an Earthworm Pokemon. Reverse Holo. When attacked, this Pokemon will wield the tendrils on its body like fists and pelt the opponent with a storm of punches. Another Wiglet, Garden Eel Pokemon. Reverse Holo.
Wow.
And an Iron Valiant EX, a future Paradox Pokemon. Very cool. Sleevey time, sleevey time, sleevey time. Next, the Paradox Rift with Armor Rouge on the art. Code card. Fire Energy. Coco, a Fire Croc Pokemon. It lies on warm rocks and uses the heat absorbed by its square-shaped scales to create fire energy. That art is very nice. Reminds me of My Neighbor Totoro. Snorunt, a Snow Hat Pokemon. It is said that several Snorunt gather under giant leaves and live together in harmony. Honedge, a sword Pokemon. The blue eye on the sword's handguard is the true body of Honedge. With its old cloth, it drains people's lives away. I don't get that. Horsey, a dragon Pokemon. They swim with dance-like motions and cause whirlpools to form. Horsey compete to see which of them can generate the biggest whirlpool. Chantal, a trainer supporter. Garbodor evolves from Trubbish, a trash heap Pokemon. The toxic liquid it launches from its right arm is so virulent that it can kill a weakened creature instantly. Future Booster Energy Capsule, a future trainer Pokemon tool. Wimpod, a Turn-tail Pokemon. Reverse Holo. Wimpod gather in swarms, constantly on the lookout for danger. They scatter the moment they detect an enemy's presence. Magby, a live coal Pokemon. Reverse Holo. This Pokemon makes its home near volcanoes. At the end of the day, Magby soaks in magma, resting and recovering from the day's fatigue. And a Lokix evolves from Nimble, a grasshopper Pokemon. Hologram. When it decides to fight all out, it stands on its previously folded legs to enter showdown mode. It neutralizes its enemies in short order. And last of the Paradox Rift packs from that blister is the Roaring Moon art. Code card. Psychic Energy. Webble, a rock-in Pokemon. It first tries to find a rock to live in, but if there are no suitable rocks to be found, Dwebble may move into the ports of a Hippowdon. Whismur, a Whisper Pokemon. When Whismur cries, the sound of its own voice startles it, making the Pokemon cry even louder. It cries until it's exhausted, then it falls asleep. Surskit, a pond skater Pokemon. It secretes a thick, sweet-scented syrup from the tip of its head. It lives on weed-choked ponds. Doublade evolves from Honedge, a sword Pokemon. The two swords employ a strategy of rapidly alternating between offense and defense to bring down their prey. An Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, an Ancient Trainer Pokemon tool. Cyclizar, a Mount Pokemon. Apparently, Cyclizar has been allowing people to ride on its back since ancient times. Depictions of this have been found in 10,000-year-old murals. Professor Turo's Scenario, a future trainer supporter. Purloin, a devious Pokemon. Reverse Holo. Opponents that get drawn in by its adorable behavior come away with stinging scratches from its claws and stinging pride from its laughter. Nickit, a fox Pokemon. Reverse Holo. Cunning and cautious, this Pokemon survives by stealing food from others. It erases its tracks with swipes of its tail as it makes off with its plunder. And a Ting-Lu, a ruinous Pokemon, hologram. The fear poured into an ancient ritual vessel has clad itself in rocks and dirt to become a Pokemon. Well, that 3-pack blister wasn't too great, but hopefully we can redeem ourselves a little bit with some Paldean fates. First up, the pack with Tinkaton on the art. Code card. Water Energy. Paldean Student. Trainer Supporter. Fido, a puppy Pokemon. This Pokemon is smooth and moist to the touch. Yeast in Fido's breath induces fermentation in the Pokemon's vicinity. Haunter evolves from Ghastly, a gas Pokemon. It likes to lurk in the dark and tap shoulders with a gaseous hand. Its touch causes endless shuddering. Natu, a tiny bird Pokemon. Because its wings aren't yet fully grown, it has to hop to get around. It is always staring at something. Kilowattrel evolves from Wattrel, a frigate bird Pokemon. Kilowattrel inflates its throat sac to amplify its electricity. By riding the wind, this Pokemon can fly over 430 miles in a day. Clive, a trainer supporter. Charmeleon evolves from Charmander, a flame Pokemon. If it becomes agitated during battle, it spouts intense flames, incinerating its surroundings. With a nice little mark there on its edge. Charcadet, a fire child Pokemon. Reverse Holo. Burnt charcoal came to life and became a Pokemon. Possessing a fiery fighting spirit, Charcadet will battle even tough opponents.
Wow.
And Arven SIR. Trainer supporter. Arven and Mabostiff. And Not sure who the kid in the hat is. Very cool.
Cool. Cool.
And Professor's Research, Professor Turo, a trainer supporter. Hologram. And last pack today, one more Paldean Fates with Dondozo and Tatsugiri. Go guard. Psychic Energy. Tandemouse. See? Tandemouses do have one wears a pants and one wears a shirt, and they're purple. So on this mini tin, those are 2 pairs of Tandemouses and 1 Mousehold. A couple Pokemon exhibiting great teamwork. They use their incisors to cut pieces out of any material that might be useful for a nest, then make off with them. Paldean Wooper, a poison fish Pokemon. After losing a territorial struggle, Wooper began living on land. The Pokemon changed over time, developing a poisonous film to protect its body. Execute, an egg Pokemon. These Pokemon get nervous when they're not in a group of 6. The minute even one member of the group goes missing, Execute become cowardly. Mankey, a pig monkey Pokemon. It is extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Scrafty evolves from Scraggy, a hoodlum Pokemon. While mostly known for having the temperament of an aggressive ruffian, this Pokemon takes very good care of its family, friends, and territory. Swoobat evolves from Woobat, a courting Pokemon. The auspicious shape of this Pokemon's nose apparently led some regions to consider Swoobat a symbol of good luck. Gengar evolves from Hunter, a shadow Pokemon. To steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. Atticus, a trainer supporter, reverse holo. Baroom, a single sill Pokemon, reverse holo. It is said that this Pokemon was born when an unknown poison Pokemon entered and inspirited an engine left at a scrap processing factory. And last card is a Heat Rotom, a Plasma Pokemon hologram. If the convection microwave oven is not working properly, then the Rotom inhabiting it will become lethargic. With a ding there in the hollow. Well, only one hit from that mini tin, but still an SIR, which is very, very good. Never complain about hitting a special illustration rare. Looks pretty good too. Fairly centered, I think. Maybe a little thicker on this side. Corners actually look pretty good. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below which of these 3 cards is your favorite. I think we all know. And even subscribe if you feel like it. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Testing. A Paldean. It's not Paldean. I should have stopped recording. This is going to be a long break to edit out. Tick a ton, tick a ton, tick a ton, 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 tick a ton, tick a ton, tick a ton, ton, ton. And last.
Wow.